Hey, amazing Walter. I wanted to share this video with you, but you have heard so much already of my gratitude towards you. But I really like if you want to share this with other women or men that are going through this journey of not yet knowing shall they do the procedure that their heart wants to be doing. So for me, this whole like wake up thing happened about 6 or maybe 7 years ago, right, where I started to understand that my life was more than just surviving. Like literally, I used to walk around just feeling that life was about surviving. But when I had that that epiphany, when I started to understand, like, oh my goodness, my life is about to live. My life is about to feel passionate about who I am and what I want in my life. That is kind of when I started to realize that there were certain things that I needed to do in order to fully become the version of myself that I wanted to be, that I saw in the mirror. And one of the things for me were like, it has been 7 years of massive development, so there was so much going on in my mind. But one of the things that I really realized was how much of an issue this tubular breast condition had been for me. Since I was a teenager, I had been hiding my chest area because I felt embarrassed. And the summertime for me were really the worst part of the year because it meant that I had to figure out a way to hide my breasts underneath a bra that I could kind of, so it was just a whole big issue about bikinis and showing my skin and showing my chest area because I felt so ashamed of the shape of my breast because I felt abnormal. I never in my life in a dressing room or anything like that did I see anybody who had the shape of breast that I had. So I felt so different. And this whole journey started for me for like finding a surgeon who I could even go to a consultation to because I was so ashamed and I was so afraid. I did not want to show up. So that whole fear, but then it was also this like massive fears that I had to get rid of, which was the fear of, is it okay to actually do something with your physical body? Are you not supposed to be able to just feel good enough with what you have? Because I teach so much about being and knowing that we are good enough. But then, and I thought if I would do something about my breast, then that would mean that I was not a good enough role model for other people. But then I had to realize that actually being enough and knowing that we are enough actually means that our desires and everything that we want is enough. So when I had that epiphany, I was like, okay, knowing that I am enough means that I am enough as I am. Like if I want to stay the same, that's enough. But it is also more than enough to accept that I had a vision of wanting something more. That was really important to me. And then I realized also that that being a role model is actually to follow your heart, follow your desires. And this is what I wish that I would have heard somebody else talk about before I made my procedure, because it would have helped me so much to just realize that faster. So this is why I wanted to record this video, and hopefully it can help maybe one woman or maybe one man out there who are going through this whole thing. Like, is it okay to do something with your physical body? And I just want to say, like, yeah, it is okay. And this whole search started to happen. Okay, so if it is okay to do something, like, where will I actually go? Who will I go to? And I visited different surgeons in Sweden, and I had three criteria that were my biggest intention for this whole surgery. That I wanted to feel safe, and I wanted to know that I was physically safe, so feeling and being physically safe. And I also wanted amazing result. I wanted my like pointy breast to turn into this round, beautiful form. That was really my goal, my vision. And I visited different surgeons here in Sweden, and with some of them I felt safe, and I believed that I would be physically safe, but I was not convinced about the result. And that's when my friend recommended me to you, Walter. She said, I know a specialist. I know the man who is the artist, the master of tubular breast, and how to really transform tubular breast into something so beautiful. And that really caught my attention. And I started, like, I went into your Instagram and I saw your stories. I saw the transformation that you had helped women to go through. And when we had the first consultation, you and I just felt such an instant connection with you. I felt like, hey, this is the guy, because he obviously understands what I'm going through, like my whole journey of the tubular breast. It felt like you understood what I wanted. And you explained to me why the tubular breast condition, why that kind of surgery is very different from a normal breast augmentation. And it just resonated with me. Because I did not want to end up with just implants and then the tubular breast shape on top of the implants. So with that, I knew that you were the specialist in this. And again, also your personality. So when I came to visit you for the physical consultation, and I realized even more that you were this funny person, and it just made me feel so calm. And I had all these massive fears to undergo surgery, like I can guess that many of us have. And the days before the surgery in itself, because I flew from Stockholm to Amsterdam just to have this done. And the days before the surgery, when I started to feel the fear arise, but then I thought about meeting Wouter in the hours before the surgery, and he would kind of draw on me, and I was like, he's gonna make jokes and he's gonna be really funny, and that just kept me feeling so safe. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna feel this connection with this guy, I'm gonna feel safe, and I'm gonna know that I am safe. And that literally happened. So when Wouter started to draw on me, he was really funny, and I just felt totally safe. And then we went into and then he went away, and these other people, the anesthesiologist and another man called Ed, he was amazing. I was so happy. He was so kind. Like all these people that I met before the surgery, they were absolutely amazing. And it was this one woman from the reception. She took care of me so much, like all these amazing people at the clinic. I just want to praise them because they helped me feel so safe and so well taken care of. And also this Ed guy, he was making so many jokes, and he was just like really helping me to just feel calm. And then we came into the operating room, and then Wouter comes in again, and I see him, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's the king of of this surgery. And I just felt so safe, like so happy every time I saw him. And I feel that this is so important for all of us, like when we are choosing a surgeon, to really feel that, hey, this is the person for me. Because I had with Wouter, I had these three things. I felt safe, I believed I was going to be physically safe, and I knew that he was gonna like help me to achieve amazing result. I felt really trusting in that. So this feeling of just being there in the operating room, seeing Wouter comes in, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be so fine. And then waking up after the surgery with an ice cream in my hand, and I'm like taking pictures of myself and just sending it all to my friends and to my Facebook group through my clients. And I'm like, I just woke up and I'm like totally fine. And I was just so happy that everything went well. And then Wouter comes in to me there again, and he was like, did you have a sneak peek at your boobs yet? And I was like, no, I did not. And he was like, just do it, look at them. And I was just so happy. I was like, okay, it's literally, it's done, and I'm safe, and I'm alive, and I'm so happy. And so I just and now it's 2.5 weeks after this surgery, and I've stopped taking all the medicines and everything, and I just took the tapes off yesterday, and it just looks amazing and incredible. And I'm just so grateful that I did go through with this, and that I chose Wouter to help me with this. It's been an unbelievable medical journey, and I just want to encourage everybody who is thinking about changing something with your physical body or with your mind or whatever. Like, being enough is accepting ourselves accepting our wants, desires, and our wish. For me, it used to be like this. I look in the mirror, and in my vision I saw the body shape that I wanted to have, and then I saw myself in the mirror. I was like, it's not the same. It was this massive gap between where I was and where I wanted to be. And now when I undress and I look in the mirror, I'm like, this is me. This is me. This is what I've been picturing in my mind for all these years. And now it is represented in my physical body as well. So I'm truly happy, and I just wanted to share that. And I wanted to share that I did receive this beautiful round shape of my breast, and that just means so much to me. And the way I am so different now, and the confidence of my body, and how I've like texted my friends and family like, do you want to see my boobs? Because I'm so happy. Now my breast is something that I am very proud of, and I'm totally confident in just showing my boobs off. It's incredible, and it has totally transformed so much of me, and it's really helped me. Like, for all these years I've been working with my mind and really develop myself into the woman I want to be, and now I also see the physical result of that. It's manifested. And yeah, again, I wanted to say thank you, and I really hope that this like little story just helped at least one person of you out there. It would mean so much to me if I could have that impact, and just knowing that if you feel connected with Wouter, just trust that feeling. That would be my advice. So I'm sending you so much love and wishing you a super beautiful day. Bye.